Hello, my name is Christine. I hang out on the Above Average Transgender Woman's Facebook page a lot, and I post there a lot of posts there, just giving a little vignettes of my thoughts, my stream of consciousness, my past experiences through transition, and sometimes just the things that are happening to me to that day. But I've never made a video post before. I don't really get into doing the video chat on Messenger, but I'm making this one kind of as a demonstration piece. Uh, it has to do with an issue that I've struggled with since the beginning of my transition, and it came about um, because of something my mother had said when I first started transitioning. She said, "You know, you ought to really make an effort to soften your voice and raise it up, because quite frankly, it's disturbing." Now, I know a lot of other girls here, probably most of us, struggle with that same issue. Um, I know for myself, during the first 6 or 7 years of my transition, I was doing a lot of experimenting. I was doing trial and error techniques that I thought might work, and it was all hit and miss. But eventually, at the end of the process, I came up with something that worked for me. I could talk on the telephone without being misgendered. I could talk to people and groups of people without them looking like I was disturbing them or putting them ill at ease. But the fact of the matter is, during this whole process, I never really liked the way I thought I sounded. I always wanted to sound better, but I did not know how to go about doing it. And so, what I ended up doing is about 5 or 6 months ago, I started doing searches on YouTube and on Facebook, and I found sites and postings and videos of people who had developed these techniques for themselves. And the proof was in the pudding because they sounded just as good as they looked. And the one thing they did, they all had some techniques were similar and some were different, but the one thing they all had in common was the concept of practicing. Just practice, practice, practice. And so I took the techniques that I thought would work for me and put them into practice 20, 30 minutes a day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. Whenever I'd have some free time, I would do it. And I know I drove my family crazy because they would never know what I would sound like when I when I opened up my mouth. It was changing every day, and that's the magic of practice. It starts becoming something that's its first nature. It's a matter of training the muscle memory in your throat with your larynx and your projection, and you just are training it to every time you open your mouth to speak, you're it's everything's going into place to make the good sound that you want. Um, Now I'm not completely where I want to be, and I probably won't be for quite some time yet. But it is the practice that I'm doing. I feel like I've made a lot of progress on it, and the reason why I'm doing this video is because I see other people doing videos, how-to videos or videos about their opinions on some certain subject, and I click on the video, and the woman looks gorgeous, and then the video starts playing, and she starts saying what she has to say, and the bottom drops out of the picture. It's like going to a movie theater to watch a movie, and the sound is out of sync, and you're not going to have a good time. And I, 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 I think that we spend a lot of time and money and effort on our physical appearance, the surgeries, the beauty products, the hormones, the makeup, but we tend not to think that the vocal presentation is very important at all. I know for a fact, though, that when you walk out in the world out there, you walk out as a full package. And if the picture doesn't sync up with the sound, people aren't going to have a good time with you. You're going to be standing in line at the local convenience store ordering your coffee, and you're going to get clocked. And getting clocked leads to harassment and can lead to violence. So I think every trans woman owes it to herself to at least make the effort to do with their voice presentation just what they've done with their physical presentation, just so that there can be a complete integrated package that the world is seeing. It's free. It doesn't cost anything except time. Like I said, 20, 30 minutes a day. It might sound embarrassing if you're in a place where you can't be alone to practice, but every woman owes it to herself to make the effort at least, and to see the progress that you can make in your vocal presentation. If you want to view it as a safety issue, it is. Anyhow, I've got to get back to work here. I have we'll look forward to your comments. Comments below. Good comments. I like to see them. Nasty comments. Please be kind. This is my first video. I don't want it to be my last. I hope to do more on other different subjects. And with that, I'm out of here.